A young psychic girl accidentally releases Jason from his prison, and Camp Crystal Lake is under assault again from the evil of Jason Voorhees. Today we're taking a look at NECA Toys Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, Jason Voorhees. Welcome back. Now before we take a look at Jason and his packaging, a question for you down in the comments. What's your favorite kill in the Friday the 13th franchise? For me, it's probably the sleeping bag kill from this film, but I really like the liquid nitrogen face smashing in Jason X and the boxing match in Friday the 13th Part 8. That's pretty funny. Looking at the packaging, you have the poster art here for the film. It opens up, you get a nice picture of the Jason figure there. As well as a good look at Jason and all of his accessories. On the side we have a picture from the film, and the back more pictures of the action figure. So let's get him out of his packaging and see how he looks. So using my psychic powers, I have unleashed Jason from his plastic prison. We'll start by measuring him up. He stands about 7.5 inches tall, or 19 centimeters. Bringing in some other NECA horror figures I've reviewed recently, we have the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers and the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy Krueger, so you can see how he scales with them. So he's a little bit taller than most of them. Looks good together. We'll look at Jason's accessories shortly, and he does bring a lot. First we'll go ahead and look at the figure himself. Quite a different design for Jason in this film. Very, very rotten. He's definitely a zombie now. You see all the damage that he suffered over the years. Skin is gone in a lot of places. His hockey mask has seen better days. Huge chunk missing out of it. You do have the axe cut from Part 3 there. We do get his chain around his neck, which is a loose plastic piece. So we go around, the clothes very, very tattered. It's kind of a soft rubber, so you can move them out of the way a little bit to get a closer look at some of the damage to his body. Down, exposed kneecaps, that's really gross. He does have peg holes. On the back, more tattered clothing. Really love the detail in it. He's been through quite a bit by this point. And the exposed spine. Really cool design. I really like what they did for Jason in this film. Excellent washes over that to pick out all the little details in there. Pretty complicated paint work on this guy. Really, really nice looking figure. The mask is removable. So you can slide it up. See? A face only a mother could love. And even then, I'm not so sure. The monsters look for Jason. See the lines in that on the back of his head. The mask itself, the inside. Just rubber straps. It stays on there really good. No problems getting it on and off. It's a little bit white for my taste. I would prefer a little bit of a wash over it just to make it look a little bit dirtier. In the film it's got slightly yellow tinge to it, but that's easy enough to do yourself if you want. Straight out of the packaging it does look good. So in addition to this head, we also have an additional Jason face, so we'll pop the head off. And bring in this screaming head. Again, really well done. A lot of depth in his mouth there. He doesn't have a... Well, maybe he does have a little bit of a tongue there. That might be why he doesn't talk. He doesn't physically have a tongue anymore. And you can see there is a hole in the back, which we'll use for a different mask. Pop the head back on. We can put this mask on if we wish. Though it doesn't quite work because of his mouth being open, it doesn't really fit properly. We also get this split version of the mask here, from which he uses her psychic powers to destroy it. There is a peg on the back, which does stick into this hole here. Which will secure it, and you can pose it with the mask just starting to split and stuff like that. Nice options. Turning to accessories, and Jason does bring a lot, we get 2 gripping hands, so he can hold his accessories. The figure comes with relaxed hands. We get his trademark machete here. Nice sculpting on it. Looks like it does have the sharp edge there. We also get a knife. Good detail on the handle there. Very Michael Myers. A bloody tent stake. The only one that's covered in blood out of his accessories. The scythe. Great good wood texture on the handle there. Very realistic. An axe. A little bit of a blood-stained handle, but not much blood on the actual axe itself. The brush cutter. Pretty deadly looking weapon. And last but not least, the wood cutter. Really cool to see Jason use power tools. Everybody always thinks he uses a chainsaw. He never does. This is about the closest he ever gets. Excellently detailed though. See all the little detail and the dirt in there. Very impressive looking. I'll probably display my Jason with the machete, since it's the only Jason I have and I want his signature weapon, but if I had 2 Jasons, this guy would definitely be holding this. Very cool. And the blade does spin. Turning to articulation, the head is on a ball peg. You do have a nice range of movement. Clip goes back a decent amount. Goes forward well. Sometimes the chain gets caught in his collar there, so just kind of move it out of the way and you'll be able to move it back farther. The arms do add a decent amount. You do have the full 360-degree rotation. There is a swivel at the elbow here and one just below the elbow. You have a good bend on the elbow there. And the hands are on kind of a hinge, not a ball peg. They do rotate. As far as the ab crunch goes, it does go back just a little bit forwards. And you get some good side to side on him. There is a little bit of rotation at the waist, but it does feel a little tight. The legs can kick out like that, kick back like that. You do have a single bend knee, so not the best. And as for the foot, a little bit of up and down movement, no toe articulation, a little bit of rocking to the side. So not the most flexible, but Jason's usually just standing there. You should be able to get him in a lot of different poses with his weapons there, but he's pretty well going to be standing straight up and down as he is in the film. And one thing I missed in Articulation is that there is a bit of rotation at the knee there. So overall, I think this is a really impressive looking Jason Voorhees, a great array of accessories, and this really unique look marks him out as a very different looking Jason. I love the paintwork and the detail that they've put into his decaying corpse here and his clothes. I think this is probably my favorite look for Jason Voorhees. Of course, NECA has made many other Jason figures if you prefer those looks. I have reviewed other NECA horror figures on my channel, and I have more to come, so if you're interested in seeing those, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss them. But as for me, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again later. Bye.